Yeah, start.
We are live for a dhamakedar episode on the Panenka View podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most explosive lineup in the Panenka View history. We've got the Angry Rantman, Abhradeep Saha, a.k.a. Angry Rantman. Hello, it's good to have you again. And we've got Anish Dutta, FIOB admin, FI Arsenal fan. Anish, your first appearance on live video for FIOB, guys?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, absolutely. So guys, this is going to be one cracking episode, and I'm going to go straight to you, Anish. I'm going to go straight to you, Anish. The club is in shambles at the moment, and there are a lot of issues there. Abhradeep is smiling, but there are a lot of issues with the current one being Sven Mislintat's the Sven saga, which he's about to leave. There are rumors that he's about to leave. So we actually got a player, we actually got a scout who can get players for cheap amount, cheap budgets, and then what happens is there is a disagreement and he's leaving. How do you take? What's your take on that situation?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really bad situation because forget Raul Sanlehi. So he's the guy who's in charge, but it's not up to him. It's up to Josh and Stan Kroenke. And how are they allowing him to leave? This is the guy who will buy you players who you can sell for profit. I mean, a few years down the line, he knows what I'm talking about. Oscar for 60 millions. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the missing that will do that. You can already see Torreira, you can see Guendouzi, to a lesser extent Mavropanos. So this is the guy. How do you let him go? He is the biggest asset in the club because the club is shambles at the moment. So this is the guy around which you can see hope.
Hmm.
And this is just a shocking situation. How do you run a business like this? Forget about a football club.
And it's a very concerning situation. Abhradeep, Chelsea are 6 points clear of Arsenal, but it's at the Emirates. Do you think this should bother Chelsea going into seeing the situation at the club with no proper centre forward?
I think Higuain has signed, right? I think he'll be available. I don't know when he'll be available, depending on that. I don't think he'll be available for the match. I was joking. So yeah, so yeah, we have to play with a false nine. I think at Emirates we have to. I think again I'll go as a diplomatic person. We have to go for the win, but I think it'll be a draw because we don't have a centre forward who can score goals. And I wish that Hudson Odoi plays, man, instead of Willian. Hudson Odoi and that guy who's at Hazard and this guy Pedro.
Pedro,
Let these three play. Yeah, yeah.
Anish, Emery is getting the working out too many things: 4-2-3-1, 3-4-3, 3-5-2, over using Gundozi. Do you think that that approach has led to this downfall, or not downfall, but I can say this mini crisis?
I think it is a bit more than that. When we were on a 22 game run, everything was working out for him. But we got a lot of injuries. We had a lot of matches in a short period of time, which led to players getting fatigued, the same players playing again and again. And I think we started leaking goals, and Emery is just trying to find out how best he can plug the holes. Because Emery is a manager whose managerial style has always been based on strong defensive discipline and attack with the build foundation of defensive discipline. And now he's facing this issue, and he's just baffled. You can see him on the sidelines during matches. Sometimes he is apoplectic, and sometimes he is just stunned, too stunned to move. And I think that's what he's just trying to solve with all this formation. But eventually, he's going to have to realize that this defense, no matter what formation you play, they are going to give up a goal. So you have to depend on your style and your creative midfielder. Some guy, I forgot his name. Okay, so that guy whom he's not playing, so he has to play him, and he has to play him because
Riley,
that's the only way forward.
riling up Arsenal fans and the other club fans. Abhinav, Chelsea related question, but you had Mourinho as your manager, and Ozil has played for him, and Mourinho was all praise for Ozil, and it's currently like Tang Ti Talwar. You never know. It's manager versus the player.
It's not
That
exactly
situation.
what is happening. What is happening is that Ozil, like people used to say when last year, previous years, that Ozil when he used to not play well, when he used to not go up and down, they used to criticize Wenger for not dropping him, right? They should criticize Wenger for not dropping him. Whatever he plays, however he plays, he will be playing the match full 90 minutes. Even if he's playing poor, also Wenger will not sub him or drop him. So yeah, so now this man has come in and Ozil was not able to perform that well starting and his work rate, especially the work rate, is less, isn't it? So that's why manager has dropped him. But now seeing the current situation of your club, you need a creative guy like Ozil actually to create chances and everything. But still, I have seen some matches. Your club is creating chances, but Aubameyang and Lacazette are missing some good chances
That's
also.
yeah, that's the issue as well because
Yeah, yeah,
he
yes.
scores some and then his misses are also such that
But not they're not missing that much like Morata and all, but still, yeah, missing some chances.
but that dialogues got famous, by the way. That dialogues got famous that I can hold my shit longer than Morata can hold the ball. And if you hear us
He's going to Atletico. He's going to
surely,
Atletico to join
yeah.
another. He's going to join another striker, Diego Costa.
By the way, I'm going to come to you again, Abhradeep, but Anish, the contract situation is so shambolic that you allow a guy like Wilshere to go for free, Perez 4 million, Ramsey going for free. I can just count on my fingers. It will cross
Same with
that.
us, man. Same with us. Hudson Odoi. Hudson
But
Odoi.
that's just
We should
one.
not
Like
let
you
him
can,
go.
A
Anish.
fantastic transfer team. You guys have a really, really good transfer team. You guys sold Oscar for 60 millions. Has anyone heard of Oscar since then? But yeah, the situation is really, really poor. I mean, just tie them to small, short-term contracts and protect their value. Sell them if after that if you
True.
don't like them. But Liverpool are selling Dominic Solanke for 20 millions, and we are getting less than that for Alexis Sanchez, Aaron Ramsey, Jack Wilshere, Santi Cazorla, Danny Welbeck combined. Can you imagine? This is like 100 millions worth of talent we are letting go for free.
Absolutely. And there's a question on live chat. Supradeep asks, can we hold our shit longer than Higuain can hold the ball in Arsenal?
We have to see him play right. That's why I'm not that much excited that we have signed. Signed, yes, welcome to Chelsea, that's it. Then start performing.
Do you think
Up
he's
and
going
going,
to?
that's it.
Do you think he's going to do a Torres, Abhradeep, and he's going to do a Morata? He's going to better
He's
them.
going to do a Falcao.
See, I'll say you one thing. See, in Napoli, he was really good. Okay, Sari system, he fit in very well. So now this is Premier League altogether, new challenges, new team and everything, new pressure. The thing is that this is Sari signing, Maurizio Sari signing. So this can be a make and break for Maurizio Sari as a Chelsea boss. Yeah, if he doesn't perform, then he might cost Sari his job. That's a fact. It's a straight in fact. Like if Higuain doesn't perform, he signed him. We gave him the money for loan we are getting. So if he doesn't perform well, then if we don't finish top four, then Sari might get sacked also. We cannot say anything. We cannot say anything about Chelsea board, isn't it? But I wish he
Uh,
doesn't get sacked. So yeah,
yes, yes, exactly. Anish, Emery out or Ozil out?
I think nobody at the moment. Emery has had two less time to make an impact actually, and he has
yeah,
had
exactly.
from August to December he was
He's a
unbeaten.
really
So
good manager, man.
and he has had just one bad month. You can't say a manager has to be moved out after a one bad month. And Ozil, who do you get if you sell Ozil? You can't sell Ozil for big money because Ozil is on such huge wages that we have to basically give him away for free.
Hmm.
So who do you bring in? We already know that the Kroenkes are not going to give us any money. We know that our club don't generate money from sales. So where's the money to replace Ozil? Ozil has to stay and Ozil has to play. It's simple as that.
Andre
Yeah.
Gomez can replace Ozil.
guys, Abhradeep, I'm going to come to you on a live chat question saying, settle it at the moment. Mesut Ozil or he's a Eden Hazard, the better player?
Obviously, Eden Hazard. Is that a question?
Without a question, Anish Dutta, do you agree with that?
I'll
Obviously.
I'll just say one thing that Ozil in his worst season has never had a 3 goal 4 assist season like Chelsea like Hazard had in that season that Mourinho got sacked for the
But
second time.
currently, you ask current form.
Yeah,
Correct.
current form we can go, but if we go by careers, Ozil at the age of 20 was giving
Oh, come
30
on,
assist
current form.
seasons in Real Madrid.
Obviously, Ozil is elder also, man.
Yeah.
But Anish Dutta, but let's not go on current form. Let's go on the overall thing. That
Oh,
says
come
the.
on. Prasad, come on. Overall, also,
I
he's
think
better,
you
man.
can't compare. Ozil is a creative playmaker, whereas
Yes,
Hazard is
yes,
a
yes,
wide
exactly.
playmaker. Their
He
strengths are very
asked as
different.
a overall impact. Who has an overall impact on the game as a player? That's what he asked. I feel Hazard has the most overall impact.
So
He's
Anish,
more consistent.
that's one of the topics that's debatable. We can do that anytime. There are a lot of
But I just
questions.
want to get in one word on that. That
Yeah.
Ozil has had to play since the age of 24. Ozil has been playing with Welbeck and Walcott and Giroud and the like. And when
Even
Aubameyang
Hazard is
comes,
playing.
Ozil
Even
is
Hazard has
out.
been playing with Morata. Even Hazard has been playing with Morata, and he scored
But
late
Hazard has
goals.
also played with Diego Costa and Cesc Fabregas.
Yeah, yeah, that's also fact. But still, he has to.
Anish Datta or Angry Rantman? Oh no. That's not a question that we're taking at the moment. But Abhradeep, again, Mourinho or Wenger is one more question there on the live
Mourinho.
chat. Wo-
Mourinho.
Ab- Abhradeep Saha says Mourinho. He is just looking here and there. Anish Datta.
Actually, some years back, I heard a story about how ABB, Andre Villas-Boas, was actually a fraud. He did not know anything about football management, and he basically went from one job to another job, and he just laughed through his job. So I think if you change Andre Villas-Boas to Mourinho, you'll get what I feel about this stuff.
Dear Lord, Abhradeep, there's a twist in the question here. It says, I didn't mean Ozil or Hazard the better player. I meant who's the most overrated player, Ozil or Hazard?
I feel Ozil is more overrated, isn't it? It's
Dear
obvioly, man.
Lord,
Because
dear Lord. I'm a host, I'm staying neutral here. But Anish, you are allowed to go all guns blazing if you want.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I think Hazard is more overrated, and I'll tell you why. Because nobody really rates Ozil these days. You just hear about how he disappears in big games, whereas for Hazard, you hear him compared to Ronaldo and Messi. And come on, let's be honest. Is he really there? Is he?
He's,
it's not that I don't compare. Other fans may compare. I don't compare him. But yeah, he's top five players in the world, man. I feel top five. I'll keep him in top five. Not in the likes of Ronaldo and Messi, but yeah, top five players in the world.
so
Then
So that's that, and then now let the let's get on with the game as well. Well, Anish, over reliant on Gundozi, Emirates being too over reliant on Gundozi. We have had a few players coming back from injury. Montreal's back. A lot of players are back. How do you see Emirates starting this one? And Abhradeep, I'm going to come to you on Sari's lineup later. Let's start with Anish. Let's start with the home team first.
Okay, so about Guendouzi, I'll say one thing. Something Wenger said last year that a young player is going to make mistakes, and maybe if you play an older player like Elneny in his place, he's going to make less mistakes. But you have to give the young player chance to grow because Elneny has reached his ceiling. Elneny has a much lesser ceiling, and he's not going to get any better. But Guendouzi has like tons to grow, and if you help him grow right now, you saw what happened with Coutinho at Liverpool how much they were able to sell him for. And we'll probably let Guendouzi go for free
But
one
your
day.
club is a selling club. Is your club selling club? That you want to sell players for? You want to build them and sell them for more
We
price?
don't
Same
we
like
don't
old
have
times.
a Russia sugar daddy financing us, so I would say yes.
But Abhradeep, now coming on to your Chelsea lineup, where you see Hudson, you clearly mentioned the front three: Hudson-Odoi, Pedro, and Hazard. Well, seeing your midfield, Kovacic, Kante, yeah,
Kovacic, Jorginho, and Kante, and
Kante.
defense also. Defense, David Luiz, Rudiger. Maybe if Emerson can play Emerson, or else mostly Sari will go with Marcos Alonso and Aspilicueta as usual. And
Also
with
coming, also yeah,
Kepa.
also again coming to you. This is one more live chat question, Abhradeep. Is Willian to Chelsea what Fellaini was to Mourinho?
No man,
Question.
he played really well during the start of the seasons, like during the start of his career at Chelsea, and he was one of the player of the year also when Chelsea had an awful season, 15-16, yeah. And last season also he played well against Barca and all. He was not that consistent, but yeah, he played his level best. He gave initial years were really good, but now it is time to go. Thank you for your service, but it's time to go. That's it. And we were
Anish,
really stupid.
yeah,
We were
yeah,
really stupid. We were really
yeah.
stupid for not giving him like they offered who Malcolm plus 40 million or something.
Exactly,
Malcolm,
exactly. I was
Barcelona.
baffled by that.
I
I
don't
was
know.
baffled by that.
I don't know how man like why
Why
would
do
you
Anish,
so
accept
let's
yeah.
that?
Yeah, Anish, same question to you. Is Willian to Chelsea what Fellaini was to Mourinho?
I think actually Willian is treated rather harshly because Willian has given them. I remember that season where
Now he's not playing well, man. Currently,
what
he's not playing. Lost it. He's finished. He's past his prime. That's
yeah,
what it is done.
yeah, that's really true. And I
And
think
more hatred has come. More hatred has come because this board is treating him like a celebrity. They're not selling him like as if he has, like they're planning to prepare one Brazilian statue in front of Stamford Bridge of William. That's why more fans have got annoyed and everything because there are more talented players. You're seeing Hudson Odoi, 18-year-old guy. He's a future of England football team. He's not getting chance, and then he'll get frustrated and he'll leave the club. Okay, and then we'll see another De Bruyne and another Salah coming to Stamford Bridge and this thing. Then that's not done right. That's why fans are more frustrated. We're not learning from our lessons. That's why more hatred has come from the fans. You have to understand the psychology of also people.
our club is selling players for peanuts, but his club lets huge future superstars go. De Bruyne, who else?
Lukaku? Question mark.
Lukaku question mark. Actually, no, I'll tell you
Yeah,
one thing. People
yeah.
say that Lukaku has gone out without any brain, just to troll, they'll put Lukaku. But you remember that deal. We sold Lukaku for some 40 million to Everton and we got back Diego Costa for 35 million. So 5 million
Yes.
profit and we won the trophy. We won the trophy. What else we want? Us. Simply they want to troll currently, but that's the fact, right?
Chelsea played more than double what Arsenal were offering to buy Lukaku. And Lukaku was a beast at that time. And Lukaku, even during his days at from Everton, uh, is my voice clear?
Yeah, now it's clear. Now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Lukaku was a beast before, and even during his days at Everton or West Brom, you can see he was a beast of a player. But right now, I think he has put on too much muscle mass. He moves clumsily. It's just a bad situation.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. One more question, Anishda. One more question. 1 second. I'm coming to you. And that question is, which we will. Anish, explain your claim of Chesney being better than David De Gea.
Ah, come on.
Abhradeep Saha, okay, we can hold on. Let Anish do the talking here.
Yeah, see, that's all fun and games. I think David De Gea is one of the best shot stoppers in the world. I don't think he's the best because I rate
He's
Oblak
the
a little
best.
higher. De Gea is probably in the top two.
Angry
And
Rantman.
Your
but I think
opinion.
he has done quite well for himself because he had two great spells at Roma when he kept Alisson out of the team. I know Alisson was young then, but still, and now Juventus earmarked him to replace Buffon, and he has done quite a good job since he started at Juventus. So I think fair play to him. He's done well, and we sold him for only 10 million. So
Abhradeep, David De Gea, Wojciech Szczesny, rhetorical question. I don't know your view on that.
Obviously, David De Gea is the best. He's
And
turning out to be the best in the decade. He's turning out to be the best in the decade. The way he played. That Tottenham match was David De Gea versus 11 players. It was that match was like that. They are jumping, they are screaming, but that's the fact. It was 11 versus David De Gea, one David De Gea,
there's one more
and you
comment.
see.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, go on.
Oblak,
Sorry.
see, you're saying Oblak is better, right? You're saying Oblak is better. Okay. He has Goodin and Gimenez, two bad boys in front of him. They have Pusios, those Lindelof and another fool in front of him, like Jones. Like that he'll be putting and that guy will be coming in after one mistake. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
But his one fact is there that his form decreases when he plays for Spain. That's another good fact, good point. That is valid because for Spain they don't play that well. He doesn't play that
and I
well as
think
much as
Dihaya has
Manchester
made
United.
a few mistakes this season also. I'm not taking anything away from him as a goalkeeper, but he has made a few mistakes that you don't really expect from a keeper of his caliber, given the seasons he
Yeah,
has.
he
But
has set
everybody
up so
has.
much benchmark. He has set the benchmark so high in last season that this season that level is not there, but still it is being effective now currently. I feel.
Anishda, here's a comment. Anishda, here's a comment. Hazard is as good as Komal Thattal and Alex Iwobi. There's one comment. Then I read
Come
another.
on.
I think someone saw that Machar troubling Rantman. Um Next question, Anishda, going to you. Who has had the better start in the PL? I think we are very much past that question right now. That should have been in the first few. games of the season. Well, Abhradeep, here's a question. Bakayoko's killing it at Milan, but could not perform at Chelsea. Is it because
He's
of the
not killing it
racist?
at Milan. He's not killing it at Milan. He's performing okay, average, not some great or anything. Fine. He's playing better than Chelsea, how he was playing. But that league is easier, isn't it?
Is it? And
Yeah,
let
it
me
is.
let me complete the question. The question ends with, is it because of the racist nature of Chelsea fans that has affected him?
No, man.
Anish
You have
Da,
to play.
Anish Da.
You
Yeah.
have to perform. You have to perform to stay. If you are getting red card, there also in Milan also, that margins of error is completely little more compared to in Premier League and in Chelsea. Premier League is more intense. Okay, so it's very like in Milan, he's not playing that well. Like how he's playing at Monaco. Okay, he's playing fine, better than Chelsea. That's it. That much he's playing. That I'll give it to him.
Okay, that's one take. That's your take. Anish, here's one question for you. Anish, with Sven
Yeah.
gone now, where do you see Arsenal in the transfer window? Because Sven has an eye for finding gems for small amounts, and Arsenal can't really afford can't really afford Dennis Suarez. So
Dennis Suarez, yeah, I was.
how do you see Arsenal coping now that Sven has gone? Because Mr. Stan Kroenke won't be investing money.
Yeah, so Stan may not invest his money, but Stan has allowed the club to spend the money that they generate. And Arsenal generate quite a lot of money because of TV and we have broadcasting rights, we have the merchandising, and the new deals are kicking in the summer. So we will have some money, and I think we are going to invest. I think replacing Mislintat will be a little bit of a challenge. But then again, when Dortmund hired Mislintat, who knew him?
Yeah, yeah. Hi.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Hello.
Great, great. We can hear you. Yeah. So, Anish,
Yeah, yeah.
Abhradeep, we are going to come to you. Yeah, Anish, continue.
Yeah, so I think that Arsenal may be able to replace Mislintat because there's a lot of good talent spotters around the world. May not be as great as Mislintat, but there are. And I think that Arsenal has never really had a problem with grassroots level. When Steve Rowley was there also, now with Mislintat, and I think that's going to continue in future also.
Here's one question for Anishda, which I would like you to take because the nature of the question is which defense is likely to concede more throughout the season? The London derby between the London Chelsea or Arsenal? Question.
Definitely,
Obviously, Arsenal will concede.
definitely.
Are you sure?
With current defense of with current defense of Arsenal, you only pointed out, they will concede obviously more goals. They'll
Absolutely.
leak more goals.
We
And
That is sensible question.
kind of playing in this as center back sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
on. Go on, yeah, go on. Okay, and okay, so
And we
here's
both
one
have to be
question.
very careful about that Manchester United threat. Really, seriously, that
Absolutely,
club
that's
now
there.
and they're planning to buy now Koulibaly. It seems today I heard strong rumors. So if they get Koulibaly, then it'll be very difficult. Like they'll be like ultimate. They're going like they're giving only all backings for that PSG game. That's what I heard.
I think most people don't
They're,
realize how good a squad Manchester United actually have. You have such exciting attacking players. You have four.
only the defense is poor, man. Only the defense is poor. Remaining everything is perfect.
So, Anish, here's a question that has popped up in our live chat, one more, and which is related to more the derby. Seeing the first season in the Premier League, Maurizio Sarri or Unai Emery? Question mark. One more.
Sorry.
Um, I will
Sarri.
have. I would
Yeah.
have to say Emery.
Emery.
I
Okay.
think. I think.
Abhradeep, I'm going to come to you in a bit. Anish, let Anish come.
Let us.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's Emery because Emery inherited a much poorer squad, and I think that Sarri's Chelsea, while they began very strongly, they have sort of petered off recently, just like Emery's Arsenal. Also, I'm not saying that, but I still think that Emery has gotten more out of the squad at his disposal than Sarri has. I mean, Sarri has signed Jorginho, but we don't really see his impact much.
Sorry. Oh, so we don't see Sari's impact. Abhradeep.
No, Jorginho's impact.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Emery or Sari?
Sorry, obviously. Sorry.
Sari and your views to support Sari? Like he's got some of them. Like Chelsea were and then it's all gone down. Like from
That's because you don't have a striker. When you're playing, when you have an attacking manager, okay, if you don't have a centre forward, if you don't have a goal scorer, only one goal scorer is there, and Willian is also not playing that well, then how can you expect results? It's a sensible fact, one thing. And second fact is that when Sari, this guy, when Sari was there for, like, it's like Jurgen Klopp, you see, in Liverpool, he has three good attacking players, three good scorers, and even from midfield also they can pop up and score goals, isn't it? If he didn't have those three players, then Jurgen Klopp also would have been useless if he didn't have the three attacking players, isn't it? Same thing. You give Sari the players, you give Sari the attacker, you give Sari the centre forward, then he will do well. That's the fact. That's the fact. So I feel he has done pretty well, man. Like he has done better than Emery, I feel. Like actually, this is a very complicated question and it's a very debatable question, isn't it?
yeah.
So it's like I feel see, it's like maybe 60-40 or some will say Emery 60-40. It's very debatable question. 50-50 only.
Abhradeep, here's a
50-50. Both have done
yeah.
well.
Here's a comment after this not in PL now again the question changes. It says Sari has won absolutely nothing, peanuts, and Emery is gone on to win 3 Europa Leagues. How did Chelsea appoint him in the first place?
Because I'll tell you one thing. I think it's same with Emery also. So board is not ready to sign big players, isn't it? Like board is not able want to sign big money players anymore. Like how we used to spend on for Torres 50 million and all those things. So basically, Conte wanted the players. Conte wanted to be the boss, and he wanted to be the boss of the transfer season, and he wanted some players. Chelsea board didn't give him, and same. So Sarri is like a coach, isn't it? He'll get the current players better. He wants to make the current players better. He wants to upgrade the current players better. He'll get the best out of the current squad. So that's why they wanted Sari, who will not question much of the board's decisions and everything. So that's why they have appointed best out of the players. That's why
Anish,
they have signed.
would you like to add something?
Same with Emery. Same with
Okay.
Emery also.
Okay, Anish, would you like to add to that question? Emery, 3 Europa Leagues, 1 title at PSG, Sari, nothing. Still saying Sari better than Emery on Chelsea terms. Is it okay? That's the question here.
I think that it is like he said that Chelsea basically wanted an yes man and they appointed Sari. And for Emery also, I also think that it was a marriage of convenience between Arsenal and Emery because Emery has just been out of the PSG job. No top manager was ready to take over Arsenal. They went for Allegri, he turned them down, and it was just Emery was there at the right place at the right time, and I think that's what happened basically.
So,
Yeah,
go on. Go on.
Yeah, so also Emery agreed to the myriad number of demands that the Arsenal board made. You won't have any favor transfers. You can't demand any transfer budget. You have to work with the players given to you. So basically, it's kind of the same. Sarri and Emery.
Yes, same. That's why we are in fourth and fifth position. That's why we are not in that likes of Manchester City and Liverpool.
Abhradeep, there was a question saying Abhradeep, there was a question saying Rantman, is Chelsea good enough as compared to Manchester City, which I'm not going to ask because it's rhetorical, as we have discussed earlier. But
we have to fight. We can give a fight maximum, but we have beat Manchester City this season, right?
Yes,
that was the greatest victory.
Yes,
we have beaten them, but to play consistently that level of football and just without a striker is very difficult, man.
Do you think
we have to be real?
Do you think Higuain will have a better impact at Chelsea now? And Anish, your question when I come to you will be
kind of better impact. We have to see. See, I don't judge players after signing and I think wow and all. If you hype this thing, then he turns out to be a failure. So I will not hype. Let us see some games how he plays. He will be good. I feel he is decent. Not some great. We wanted Icardi, but still, man, I am not happy with the ambition of the board. Right? They have to go for Icardi.
Okay.
And they have gone for Higuain.
Yeah, Anish, you were saying something.
I'm saying you are not happy. You should think of how Pochettino feels. Just
that club is shit. That club doesn't have much ambitions. They have just want to see. If they had ambition, they would have got the stadium correct. Right? They would have not rented the stadium now at this moment. They have got the stadium set and everything. Yeah. So. I don't think that club has high ambitions.
Yeah, Anish, your voice is now clear. Yeah, now it's clear.
I feel you think Pochettino is wasting his time at Spurs?
See, Pochettino is not wasting his time at Spurs. He's like secured job. Like whatever he finishes top four, he stays at the job. Not much expectations. That's it. You stay in there and you enjoy your life, isn't it? Whereas if he comes to Manchester United, additional pressure, additional tension, abuses from the fans and everything, more higher expectations, Old Trafford, Mecca of football, they say, and all. Then more pressure. Style will not match as the Ole, Solskjaer, and all. Like it will not match the Manchester United way. Then it will be more trouble. So I think at Tottenham, he's comfortable. He can be the next David Moyes of Tottenham. That's all he can be.
Anish, I'm going to come to you, and we are signing Dennis Suarez. Is it?
Are you signing or are you loaning?
Yeah, but I think it's a loan deal because there is
Even
no.
Carrasco's off, right?
Carrasco is off because there is the manager has come out in the.
And people are asking about Pulisic. Half of the people don't know that it's next season, not this season. So that simply this thing and all you have to just ignore. Like listen, Pulisic, I think is a good signing, better than Willian. I feel he'll play well, and Americans will be very happy for international brands and everything. You have got him. America is a huge market. I think it's the third. Means it's almost in foreign countries more population and everything. So yeah, he's a good market for the football club. So yeah,
Anishda, not to drift from the topic, Barada has asked you a question saying, Anishda, your memorable Aaron Ramsey moment.
Obviously, it has to be the cup final in 2017. I would rate that higher than 2014 because it was against Chelsea, and they have just become champions, and they were just expected to win the double, and we were in awful form, and we had a backline of Mertesacker, Holding, and Monreal. So I say that that's my favorite Ramsey moment when he scored the winner. And just coming back to the Denis Suarez question, so Denis Suarez had one good season with Emirates at Sevilla, but basically he's been inconsistent. He's been injury prone, and there has been a complaint about his work rate. So that basically is what we accuse Ozil of being. So if you are going to buy Denis Suarez for 20 million, why are you not playing Ozil, who's in the squad? If you're going to be interested in James Rodriguez, who has the same problems that Ozil has, why not just play the guy who's already there?
Dear Lord, the shambles at the moment. Abhradeep, it's been a long episode, and before we do anything, we want to know your. There's one request for you before you go. Rantman, please wave your fans a good night before you go. There's one comment there. Also, one more thing. One more thing. Higuain is nothing but Argentine Heskey. Dear Lord.
you have to see him how he plays. If he doesn't play well, then obviously we have to criticize, right? Before seeing him play, yeah, but for Argentina, he was not that good, man. Like I'm not happy. Like Icardi was, they should go for Icardi. They went for Higuain. So it is a make or break signing for Sarri. If Higuain doesn't perform, Sarri will not last his job at Chelsea. That's is my take. Many people will disagree. Many people will agree. I don't know, but this is my take. That's it.
Anishda, if Chelsea and Arsenal had been in the Champions League this season, what would have been their league position given Arsenal's sudden injury crisis and Chelsea's lack of a proper striker?
Given, I mean, the position in Champions League or in the league?
Yeah, in the league. Considering that if they
Same.
what would be the
Been pretty much the same.
Same.
same?
Being
Both of them.
same, Champions League, we would have we had to have players. If we played the same level, maybe it depending on groups and luck and everything, then we would have proceed for next round. But with the current squad and everything, it's very difficult, man. Like we are way miles behind this team. There's the Liverpool and Manchester City. They are playing like proper contenders. Like so much miles behind we are. Like especially means our club is there, then your club also is very miles behind, man. Like it's very difficult.
We should not go for short-term fixes, and we should have a long-term project. We should learn from Liverpool how Klopp has
Yes.
Liverpool, yeah.
fighting style, and we should not go for fixes like Carrasco and Denis Suarez and Ivar Banega because they are quite old and not proven. These kind of journeyman players are not the way to propel the club forward.
So one last question before we go. Yeah, the predictions for the game. The predictions for Arsenal versus Chelsea, the London derby. As Peter Drury says, red and blue don't mix, they clash. And this Saturday, is another London derby. Well, the previous in a 3-2 win for Chelsea, where it was just the second game for Emirates. So Anish, the home team
Our
asked,
second game for Sari also.
but
Yeah.
with a better squad, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a home game for Chelsea at the time. I think this time I would go for a draw.
A draw.
Draw, same.
Yeah,
Draw,
I think
draw,
Chelsea
same.
would be trying to protect themselves because first of all it's an away game and they already have a 6 point lead on
6 point gap.
they
Yeah.
want to go for aggressive football and just squander that lead.
Okay, so that's a draw. So, guys, we've discussed the lineup. We've discussed some of the questions. People have freaked out, and there's one comment saying Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. Somebody is saying just Wenger out, bol do ek bar. Somebody is saying, is Chelsea trying to sign Thorgan Hazard?
I don't know, man. These rumors, transfer rumors. After signing, I speak. Before signing, nothing. I speak. That's it.
Anishda, is Ozil to be in the lineup or Ramsey, considering the fact that David Luiz will play? And should Aubameyang start on the left and Lacazette at the center?
I think
Two world-class strikers, man.
if Arsenal go for a defensive lineup, they cannot stop West Ham. Even West Ham is scoring. How do they stop Chelsea? So,
Yeah.
This I wonder. One guy also is amazing.
Yeah.
No, this guy he's playing for Everton or something. His name is Richarlison. He's also playing really well. No, underrated.
yes.
One of underrated player. He went for a lot of money, but he's playing really well. Richarlison. We have
Yeah.
to see. We have to we have to scout players from Watford and all these clubs also, man. Like Watford or Bournemouth or some good talents players are there, isn't it? So that he can do
Absolutely.
some job in Premier League. Yeah. Rather than going for European other leagues and all those things and all, taking him and coming and then it is tough, isn't it? That's what I feel.
Abhradeep, stay online. Here is one more question. Rantman, is Chelsea's this year's performance inconsistent as KL Rahul?
Oh, come on. KL Rahul has been KL Rahul cricket now. If you bring in for that guy's now cricket, if you bring in, I will say that it's all like coach is not doing a good job and they're destroying each one day one player will get destroyed with this going forward and all. So there's so yeah, it's like he's not like he has been destroyed completely by the coach. Full confidence has been gone. Everything has been gone. And personal life, I don't want to get into. Let it be as it is. That's it.
So before we go, the Chelsea lineup is pretty much clear to us. Are you
Clear.
once again go on with the Arsenal lineup? Some people are requesting Ramsey on the wing, Ozil on the wing. How should Emery line them? 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 3-4-3, 3-5-2.
I think it should be 4-3-1-2. Four defenders, three men central defenders, Torreira, Saka, Ramsey, and one Ozil before them, and Aubameyang and Lacazette in front.
Obama and Lacazette. So yeah.
And we have to hope that Bellerin and Monreal provide us us from now.
Okay. So
Bellerin is
before
playing. Bellerin is playing.
Bellerin
is
is, I don't think Bellerin was back, but not in full training. It has to.
exactly. Bellerin won't play. Lichtsteiner will play.
Lichtsteiner won't start. I think it will be Maitland Niles or yeah.
Maitland Nines will start.
Yeah. Anishda, your voice. Anishda, your voice is cracking.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah. No. One still cracking.
Now.
A bit more this, but guys,
Hello.
yeah, hello, yeah, guys, we've discussed everything, almost everything, and I think there will be a lot of questions pouring in. People are joining now, but uh, some of the questions are so hilarious. Abhradeep, you can check them out later on the video once the video goes off. But both of your predictions are 2-2. Now, my final question on
Mine
this
is 1-1.
episode. 1-1, yeah, okay. No, sorry, I was saying it's a draw. It's a draw. So
Yes,
my
yes.
final question before both of you go is first coming to you, Abhradeep, that where will Chelsea finish? Will they hold on to fourth? And they are just 3 points behind Spurs, by the way, who are in an injury crisis. So do
Third
you
or
think
fourth?
they can finish third?
Third or fourth. Anyone.
Anyone? He says third or
It
fourth.
doesn't matter. The Champions League football, you have to. That's top four. That's it.
And Anishda, Arsenal.
I think Arsenal will finish fifth or sixth.
Yeah, he's real man. He's a real fan. He knows very well. Sixth. Arsenal finished sixth. Because it depends now. Everything depends on January transfer. I said during the City thing
At the
also, right?
moment,
During January, if you buy players, okay, if you give upgrade to the squad, isn't it? Then you can finish above and you can compete. This Manchester United now, if they buy Koulibaly and they change the manager, it'll be very difficult, man. Like they'll become more stronger. So yeah,
we can go on another run. You never know.
yeah, you
Yeah.
never know. It can, yeah. It's
So
obviously, but
guys, thank you very much for taking out time joining us on our show. Abhradeep, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the game, a cracking game. Well, Anishda, we are going to have a review episode with Sid Mehra, who's volunteered, and you've seen the previous episode. So if you can join in there as well, we'll see how that goes. So, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of Q&A, which we did for the first time, and both of them sticky. There was some banter in bits and parts, Hazard, Ozil, and Sari, Emery, and etc. etc. But some realistic views, some realistic points there. Transfer windows discussed, everything done. Or now, looking forward to a cracking game where Arsenal are 6 points behind Chelsea and cannot afford to drop more points because Man United are
that's fine.
hot on their heels. Hot on their heels, and the next three fixtures are going to be very tough for the Gunners. Chelsea coming to Emirates, United at the Emirates in the FA Cup, and then Manchester City away. So it is going to be a nightmare if Emery does what he's doing right now. So thank you,
It's
Abhradeep.
not.
Thank you,
No.
man.
It's not about. It's not only
Yeah,
about Emery, man. It's not
yeah.
only about Emery. That everybody is against Stan Kroenke. That's it. Your club owner. He is the main
But
culprit.
yeah, we will have that's I'll send you a link
Review.
there, a different
Review.
topic.
Yeah.
We discuss that,
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
again, I would like to thank. Don't make sure to check out the review episode as well on Sunday, where we will be getting Anishda more often now, and the Rantman for Chelsea games. Hopefully, if Angry Rantman is free and he can contribute to our videos. Well, guys, do check out the description below. Follow Angry Rantman. He's gone up from 20,000 to 35.
Yes. That's not really. Chill, chill, chill.
I hope you have
Okay.
watched Simba and PETA and 2.0 and KGF. Abhradeep, I'm going to watch KGF right now because I've got some time right now. And that's all from this episode, special episode of the Panenka View. Here's your host signing out.